In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn off some floor level callouts in certain elevations. So for why you would do that, in this project we have this little bike enclosure on the first level, and for the level at the enclosure we have this top of enclosure level. But we don't necessarily want that called out in the full size elevation. So here you can see in the full curtain wall elevation on the left, the top of enclosure is showing up, but it doesn't really make sense to have it in these views. So I'm going to create a filter rule on the elevation view template to filter this out. So luckily on this job, the full curtain wall elevations are already set to a different view template than the bike enclosure elevations, because the full curtain wall elevations are at the 1/4 scale, whereas the bike enclosure is at 3/8 inch scale. If you need to adjust stuff that has the same scale, you'd probably just have to make duplicate view templates. So if we go into this curtain wall elevation, if I come over to view template right here and go down to VG overrides filters, first I want to check include, and then once that loads, hit edit, and I need to add the filters. First I have to make the new filter, so I'll hit edit new, and then come over here and create a new filter, and then I'll name it floor level filter. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure to have check none selected. And then I can scroll down and look for levels. So check levels, and then filter by, and it's going to be building story, and you'll see why later in this video, and does not equal yes. So building story is a setting we can apply to levels, and we can turn it on or off, and we're going to turn it off on the top of enclosure level. So we want to say this just means filter by any level that does not have building story turned on. So click OK. And then once we click OK, we need to select this floor level filter and then click OK. So that adds it to the filters, and then we want to uncheck visibility. So this is just selecting all the levels that don't have that building story checked. So we need to uncheck visibility to turn it off. So then once we do that, click OK, let it load. Okay, let it load. So now we're gonna select the level and come over to properties, and here you can see where building story is. So here's where we can uncheck it and turn it off. So now that level is not going to show up in any of my elevations that have the 1/4 inch view template. So I wouldn't have to like go and manually hide them all. But if I come back to this bike enclosure elevation, since it's set to a different view template, the 3/8 inch scale view template, it still shows up in all of those. You can also use this strategy to adjust the view templates for sections or details, whatever you need to do. Thank you.